Okay, like, share, subscribe. This is the last video of the night. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm sleepy, but I wanted to finish all my videos because I haven't been live. This is the New World Order. Now it's starting to skip as it's been doing all right. The New World Order by Ralph Epperson. We are on chapter 4, the ancient mysteries, and I'm gonna go through this real quick. The one who knows the secret does not speak. The one who speaks does not know the secret. Alice Bailey, one of the key members of the New Age religion, wrote, there is no question, therefore, that the work to be done is familiarizing the general public with the nature of the mysteries is of paramount importance at this time. These mysteries will be restored to outer expression through the medium of the church and the Masonic fraternity. The question of just what the ancient mysteries were was answered in part by Albert Mackey, another 33rd degree Mason, in his 2-volume work entitled Encyclopedia of Freemasonry. He wrote, each of the pagan gods had, besides the public and open, a secret worship paid to him, to which none were admitted, but those who had been selected by preparatory ceremonies called initiation. This secret worship was formed into the mysteries, or was termed the mysteries. The student of the Masonic order can know that when Mr. Mackey writes, his writings can be relied upon. He is considered to be one of the premier Masonic authors of all time. These are the comments from his biographical information in the book Encyclopedia of the Ancient Mysteries. Okay, so now this thing is tripping. It's been good all day. His writings are universally esteemed for their sincerity, honest records, and common sense. He was a leader in research. Carl Lundy, another Mason who writes on Mackey, he was one of the greatest students and most widely followed authorities of the Masonic world and has ever known. And in his book Introduction to Freemasonry, he praised Mr. Mackey with these words: Albert Mackey, one of the greatest students and most widely followed authorities of the Masonic world, has known. He is the great master of Freemasonry. So Mr. Mackey can be believed when he tells his readers that the worship of pagan gods had a secret, non visible worship besides the public one. The reader can believe him when he identifies the name of the secret worship. He told his readers the secret worship was termed the mysteries. Another who was written about this subject of ancient mysteries was Manly P. Hall, another 33rd degree Mason. He has written in his book what the ancient wisdom expects of its disciples. He says, in the remote past, the gods walked with men, and they chose from among the sons of men the wisest and the truest. With these specially ordained and illuminated ones, or illuminated sons, they left the keys of their great wisdom, which was the knowledge of good and evil. This will be examined later. These illuminated ones founded where we know as the ancient mysteries. He wrote, the arena defined as being a secret or hidden knowledge of the ancient mysteries were never revealed to the profane, defined as those not initiated into the inner mystery circle, except through the media of symbols, symbolism, fulfilled the dual office of concealing the sacred truths from the uninitiated and revealing to those qualified to understand the symbols. Mr. Hall wrote, the, the proposition that concealed within the emblematic figures, allegories, and rituals of ancients in a secret doctrine concerning the inner mysteries of life, which doctrine has been preserved in toto in the whole among a small band of initiated minds since the beginning of the world. He went on to mention these were secret societies, binding their initiates to secrecy and avenging with death the betrayal of their sacred truths. And that's a fact. They will knock you off. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. You step out of bounds, you will be in a car crash, you will some type of drug overdose. Yes, they will knock you off. Mr. Hall told the reader that no one is to know the identity of those who have received the secrets. The true adept and initiate shall reveal his identity to no man unless that one is worthy to receive it. He further explained that some of these initiates live. No reasonable doubt can exist that the initiates of Greece, Egypt, and other ancient countries possess the correct solutions to those great cultural, intellectual, moral, and social problems which, in an unsolved state, confront the humanity of the 20th century. He further explained Neoplatonism, defined by Mr. Hall as a school founded by Plotinus around 240 AD, that's Greek, concerning itself with the problems of metaphysics, the study of knowledge, recognized the existence of a secret and all important doctrine which from the time of the earliest civilizations have been concealed within the rituals, symbols, and allegories of religious and philosophies. So, in summary, it is possible to understand that these four ancient mysteries were. There appear to be at least four truths gleaned from the information provided in the comments made above. Number one, the ancient mysteries have two forms of worshiping the same God. The knowledge of the true God was reserved for those who had been entrusted with the secrets, the true God, their true God. Those who understood those secrets were sworn to secrecy. Those who had knowledge of the secrets claimed to possess all the answers to all the problems of mankind. The Illuminati, the light bearers. There were an additional secret for secret bears that had to be initiated in a private initiation ceremony according to Albert Pike. Initiation was considered to be a mystical death. See, it's the birth and resurrection. They take everything God does and turn it around to hmm, what's the word? To something evil. Okay. So initiation was considered to be a mystical death, and the perfect epoch was then said to be regenerated, reborn, newborn, restored to the renovated existence of life, light, and purity. In fact, this newborn experience is similar to the experience to the born again Christians go through. I just said that a birth and rebirth, a baptism in sorts. The Christians call their experience a second birth, just as the Masons do. In fact, Albert Pike calls a similar ceremony a born again experience. He wrote, in the Indian mysteries, the third degree, the initiate is said to be born again. Now, according to that, is that during the third, if you advance past the third degree, they show you a cross, and if you spit on it, then you advance to the fourth degree, with Jesus. But if you say, like, you believe in Jesus and all that, then you stay forever at that third degree. You never advance. Now that's in Albert Pike's one of his book Morals and Dogma. The ceremony in the ancient mysteries has been described to the Messianic writer Manly P. Hall. In the ancient system of initiation, the truth seeker must pass through a second birth, and those who attained the exalted state were then therefore as the twice born. This new birth must be personally earned through a complete regeneration of character and conduct. This new birth ceremony involves a symbolic death, you in a coffin. According to Mason Kenneth McKissick, he wrote, in the ancient mysteries, the aspirant could not participate in the highest secrets until he had been placed in the coffin. I just told y'all that, the coffin. In this, he was symbolically said to die, and his resurrection was to the light. Modern day Masons participate in an almost similar ceremony to the one described by the Masonic writers. In the third degree, called the Master Mason degree inside the Blue Lodge, the candidate is actually knocked off of his feet by several of the Masons in attendance. He is wrapped up in a blanket and moved to the western end of the temple. There, after further ceremony, he is raised up by a secret grip called the Master's grip or the lion's paw. Those who learned the mysteries also learned that they had a secret project, one that was described by Albert Park in his book Morals and Dogma. Mr. Pike wrote, behold our object, the end, the result of the great speculations of antiquity, the ultimate annihilation of evil and restoration of man to the first estate by a Redeemer, a Messiah, a Christos, the incarnate word, reason, or power of deity. Mr. Hall told his readers that those who have been initiated into the mysteries were the secret power behind the governments of the past. There go your powers that be, Illuminati, come on. He wrote this about those ancient initiates in his book entitled What the Ancient Wisdom Expects of Us of Its Disciples. They are the invisible powers behind the thrones of earth, and men are but marionettes dancing while the invisible ones pull the strings. Sound familiar? The invisible ones pull the strings. We see the dancer, but the mastermind that does the work remains concealed by a cloak of silence. Damn, it's still like that today. This book was written in the 80s. Other writers have confirmed the thoughts of Mr. Hall. A Masonic scholar named George Stimitz also acknowledged that these mysteries exist and that some of the members inside the Masonic lodges are custodians of the secrets. He had written in his book, Freemasonry is Hidden Meaning. Ancient secret doctrine, which is concealed in Masonic allegory and symbolism, it was but to preserve those truths for future generation that Masonry was perpetuated. Another one who officially connected the ancient mysteries in Masonic order, Manly P. Hall, wrote, much of the ritualism of Freemasonry is based on the trials to which candidates were subjected by ancient hierophants, defined as the high priest of the mysteries, before the keys of wisdom were enthroned to them. The ancient mysteries had a beginning, according to Mr. Mackey, the first of which are those of Isis and Osiris in Egypt. The most important of these mysteries were the Osiric in Egypt. Another writer, Edmund Ronan, an ex-Mason, confirmed that the Masons were involved in the worship of Osiris when he wrote in his book, The Master's Carpet. Masonry ceremony symbols and celebrated legendary a harem in the Master Mason's degree were directly borrowed from the ancient mysteries or the secret worship of Baal, Osiris, or Tammuz. And most Zionists study, um, what is it called? The Tanakh, which is similar to the Tammuz. Albert Pike then detailed where the mysteries went after their beginnings in Egypt. He wrote in Morals and Dogma, from Egypt the mysteries went to Phoenicia and were celebrated at Tyre. Osiris changed his name and became Adonai. Oh my God. Or Dionysus. That's the Greek. Because in wow, in Egypt, the Jews believed that Yahweh's name you couldn't say it, so they would use the name Adonai. Wow, that's deep. Mm. Or Dionysus, still the representative of the sun. In Greece and Sicily, Osiris took the name of Bacchus. So the ancient mysteries conceal an important mystery kept secret from the average person. The mysteries claim that this mystery has been concealed from the world for centuries. Even though they had taken the mystery to other continents, those who believed in this religion were yet to take it to America. That has yet to come. Wow. Wow. Mm. And that was chapter. We'll be moving right along. All right. Have a good night. Like, share, and subscribe. And as we finish these books, I'm gonna keep important if you do a chapter at a time. We slowly but surely get through the book. All right. Have a good night.